Hey, welcome guys. Today what we have is a little kit from Bandai. This is from the Space Battleship Yamato 2199 series. I better know it as the Starblazers series. This is this little space fighter that they have. I believe it's called the Cosmo Zero. And let's just take a quick look at the kit. It comes molded in color. We have a front part of it, which would be up here, which is molded in red. And then the rest part we have molded in this very light gray. And I'm thinking instead of trying to repaint the whole thing that we'll just do some detail painting. It has these kind of yellowish leading edges on the wings and intakes, and we'll have to paint the canopy for the cockpit, and it looks like a little black stripe in there. So I think we're going to try to do that. I may paint the engine nozzle a little like a silverish color or something of that nature. So first thing I'm going to do is take all the parts off the sprue so we can mask off and paint these edges. It's kind of small, but I think there's enough room to mask it off and use our airbrush to get some nice lines on it. And so we'll do that, and we'll have to get the canopy here and paint that. So let's just get started, and the first thing I said is I'm going to remove all the pieces off the sprue and clean it up and make sure I have some nice edges on it. Alright, so I've had a change of plan. As you can see, I've decided to paint it, and the first step was taking some surface primer from Vallejo. This is black primer. I like to use that to kind of do some pre-shading in it, and just put a coat of the black primer on it. Now I'm letting it dry, and then I'm going to paint the separate parts. I'm trying to decide on what kind of color, probably something like a light gray for the body, still debating that, and of course red for the front. So I'll work on painting those pieces so we can get it to put together. Alright, as you can see, I've applied a flat gray coat, or not, yeah, kind of a flat gray coat. It's a mixture of kind of a white gray and a medium gray to get that lighter gray color. And I've masked off the parts for the yellow striping that goes on the leading edges of the wings and tail sections and on the intakes. And I'm just going to be airbrushing that on. I'm going to try using this Tamiya's flat yellow XF3 and see how that turns out. Here we have the nose section with our red color. Turned out pretty good. So just going to get that painted, and then we'll be right back. Hey guys, so I got all my painting completed, and as you see here, I'm just now assembling it. Now, I did run into a lot of issues getting it put together. I kind of expected it somewhat. Bandai's tolerances are very tight on these kits, and so just adding in those thin layers of paint made it very difficult to get this thing together. Some of the, normally these Bandai kits are very tight, and obviously this wasn't wanting to come together, and they were showing some seams, and it really kind of pressed it together. And actually on this rear piece right here that I'm installing, it would not go all the way in. I ended up taking it off and cutting off a section of it to get it to fit in. I did get it to where it would fit in, and I just put in a little bit of super glue to hold it into place. And some of the other parts went in fairly easy, mostly just the body section, and this one tail section seems like I just couldn't quite get rid of this really small gap. But overall, once I messed with it and fidgeted with it, I got it to come together. Okay, well here's our finished Cosmo Zero. It's about 4.5 inches long, and pretty pleased the way it came out. I had a few glitches when I first tried to do a wash on it. I forgot to put a clear coat, and it caused some of the yellow to kind of run, so I had to clean it off and repaint it, then put a clear coat on, a gloss clear coat, and then do a wash over that. It comes with a few little sticker decals, the one that goes on the tail section, and a couple up front here. As you can see, there probably need to put another coat of dual coat clear on this, as I already have. And just to show you the box here, let's kind of go out here, and this is our image of our box. So I think we're pretty close. I believe the scale, I can't tell, the writing is all in Japanese pretty much. I believe the scale is 1/44 scale. If we take a look at a Star Wars 1/44 scale X-Wing, you can tell that they're pretty much in scale with one another, just going by the cockpit size basically. And so I believe it's 144. I also have a 1/72 of the same model, and let's get this, see if we can get this in here. So, and looks to be about twice as big. Let me pull this up so we can get a better view. Now the 1/72 I built probably a couple years ago. The kit's a little bit more detailed. It comes with a clear canopy, cockpit, and a pilot. Pretty much on this one, I just did a wash on it. All the parts come pre-colored. The yellow, the reds, and all come pre-colored. I did have to paint the pilot in there. So I think we have pretty similar looking ships here. I did paint this one completely. And a little bit challenging just due to the small size. So, but a pretty cool looking ships. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Pretty simple video this time. Just a quick build of a small Bandite kit. Anyway guys, till next time, have a good one.